Hello, welcome back. This is my playlist. Learn English pronunciation with IK. You learn English pronunciation from no native speaker. I see that like that. Learn through his no knowing, through his no knowing of speak English. When you see native English speaker, and we learn from native English speaker, listening them and learning like that. I don't know other kind to learn English language or any strange language. But my playlist, my idea that you can learn pronunciation English from no-native English through his error, through his bad pronunciation, bad rhythm, bad melody of English, bad accent, etc. How? I don't know. You see. Learning is something personal. For me, this is free speech. I am no native speaker. I'm student, and I learn English pronounce and English speech, and this is my free speech. And I analyze my public speech, my free speech. I analyze my pronounce also, and learn like that. I recommend you that you speak, that you have a free speech through your YouTube channel. It is some kind of learning possibilities today. And in every free speech, we must something talk. Today I talk, in this video, I talk about position, main position, entrepreneur position. When entrepreneur don't see what happened around him, don't see around him in his area. For example, shoemaker don't see what happened around him in shoemakers industry, his level. Programmers, entrepreneurs, workers, employee don't see what happened around him in programmers. My example is that I was 20,000, 20 and more, 25,000 ago, I was in internet business. I have online school. I was online teacher, online author, designer of education content, and I programmed I myself programmed, coding my application, what I need. I have zero overhead in that part of my business. I leave from other part of business like computer education, computer courses in classroom, from our language, strange language, school for strange language. but online education I make in my overtime, and I have no expenses in that part of my working, and I make content. I create that application, learning management systems, and etc. Website, different website, programming at first in ASP technology, Microsoft ASP technology. After that, in PHP technology, and I don't see what happened around me. Coming Google, but before Google, we have Netscape, etc. We have first millionaire in that industry. Bill Gates promote Windows, his Windows 95, and said there is no future for internet because internet was not legal commercial in that time, but after that he spent billions and billions to catch small company like Netscape, small students company like Netscape, because that he's don't see future. I began my online. In that time, I have in that time of Windows 95, I have years and a half, maybe 2 years, remote learning with my paper book. But 95, Croatia have a first commercial email, and my remote students, they have my paper books, but they speak with me by emails. Croatia have a professional web, commercial web, 1996, and they have web pages and I start online teaching that years because I'm owner and author of my books. All books have online also. Start sell in PHP format, and I start create and code learning management systems. But I don't see future. I think about future, what never happened. It is, for example, that years before 2000, I read about Sweden. It was all papers, all that market was measured penetration of internet in population, and very early, I don't remember when it was, but I read that in Sweden penetration is 80%. 80%. And I think when in Croatia would be 80%, I will be like online teacher. I will be enormous rich. And all my constatation, my construction in my head about future was, okay, you work, you have now classroom education, but in overtime you work, you like, you believe in online education, and your students would grow and grow. And for 10 years, you will be billionaire. Nothing of that. Nothing of that. Why? First reason. In 1998 was born Google. In that time was Vista, search engines, and Yahoo, the most successful web internet entrepreneurs, internet startups, and it was topic Yahoo. Alta Vista was search engines, but no money. But Yahoo was richest, Yahoo was Microsoft of internet. When Google started, never see that. But I write a book about internet marketing. I write, I think, 2001, 2, and in that books I write about Google. It means that Google was beginning coming in our started be visible 2, 3, 4 years after, and 2004 he goes public, very successful public, and after that all world used Google, and all world speak about Google like some phenomenon. We speak about click. We speak about numbers of click, and we measure in our web statistic, we measure how many people coming to our site, how many click this or click this. People can start speak about leads. It is number of people who contact you. It is today nonsense, because why? Because today you won't have your windows for contact, not that, and that windows you limit with the budget for what you want to work. If you offer jobs for $1,000, and from $1,000 to $3,000, you will clear a right on your site that you work budget $1,000 to $3,000. It means that no other around that window call you, send you email, etc. Because it is waste time for both sides. Okay, begin. Google started, go public, all is okay, and in my head was, I look at every day statistic, how many people contact, how many buy books, how many buy online courses, and all our hope, all my future, I see in higher and higher people access to internet, higher and higher percent of penetration internet in population. It was total nonsense. When start my first time here for Facebook, 2007, and before that I see it was something very, very important, but I don't think about that. It was iPad from Apple. iPad from Apple was a small device, gadget, in which you can look at video and listen music spot and listen music. But in that I don't see nothing special. This is gadget like 1,000 other, but that gadget was very, very important because some years after he was he became iPhone. When coming iPhone again, I don't see future with iPhone, and I don't see what will do in future, what will change in future iPhone. No, I don't see. And in the time 2007 start Facebook, again, nobody see what news coming with Facebook, because it is not first time. It was sites like that, but from beginning of internet there is a possibility of communication from beginning, and chat room, speak, communication one-to-one, etc. It was normal, and speaking by Facebook, communicate by Facebook. It is nothing new. I don't at first don't see that was not big news through blogs coming in my email that one man, 20 years old, refused $1 billion for his Facebook from Yahoo. Mark Zuckerberg, etc. I read that in classroom with my students in high school also. That billion, somebody refused billion. I think it was first time in what I know, but and world, all world, look at to that young man who refused $1 billion. Reason why he refused, he said, it is that he next time, only 1 year after, will have offer $20 billion, and he was right. Some months after that, Microsoft gave him like first partner, buy from him 1% for $1 million and something, for $1 billion and something dollars, etc. And we start at first we have not possibility open profile, but very soon we have possibility in Croatia open profile. We open profile, start, and little by little Facebook is what's today, and little by little we see today what made Facebook. Facebook is second revolution in internet. Internet for yourself, like internet, is first revolution. Facebook, social media, is second revolution. because it is very, very important in important changes of all around us. Every industry is tremendous. Is disorder, is disrupt with social media, and of course social media don't go without iPhone and mobile technology, because it is two parts very important, because social media is not connect with our home office. Social media is something what is in our pocket 24 hours a day, and etc., etc. It is free communication and complete different kind of business. And what happened in my area, in my market, online teaching? What happened with me, like billionaire, when Croatia have 100% access to internet? I think today we can say 100% in Europe is connection to internet penetration, not 80, but 100%. If somebody don't have at home, he have in library, town's library, or in school, etc., in cafe. For me, what's happening that I have now my online school stay without student zero, and I closed my online school. Why? Because I never mind that content what I offer in Croatian language would be offered in English language in 100 billion examples. Same, better, or less better than my content. Total free. 100 billion. You write in you write in a search engine, in Google search engine, web development. There is you will see 4 billions free content. You write PHP, you see 12 billion free content in English, all is in English. It is first. Second, what I don't see, that English is not a language of United Kingdom or United States or Australia or other native country, but English is international language. It means every Croat know today English language and take for free that content. Take for free English content. That two things I don't see what happened. Free content in English language, like international, not. And we all native speaker. If we have 2 billion people today speak English, of that is 350,000 native speaker, and which is English language? Who speak more, native or non-native? If you are native or non-native, Do you want that you understand non-native speaker? Would you like speak slowly or speak in kind that audience of non-native understand you? Or again, would I like to speak that understand me non-native or native? Of course, non-native is more, and English language is international, is from that number is more non-native than native. Never mind. I call English new oil because it's very, very important. And I go in industry of new oil. What I can do is close my online school, forget my billions, and start from zero in English language. Little learn pronunciation, and this my free speech have that goes to my practice in speaking. Because trend today is YouTube content, not text content, YouTube content, and I must speak my content. I must code and record that code, and my explanation I must say in English language. I go from zero, like English speaker and new author of new content. My concurrence is 100 billions. My concurrence is 400 hours content uploads every minute to YouTube. To YouTube only, but YouTube is not only on the world. There is a lot of smaller video site. That is example where I don't see future. Like me, there is a lot of others. There is like me in Silicon Valley, where internet and all that technology last years and last half century, they was in hurt of that industry. Don't see what happened around them. I see about company Ocean, Digital Ocean, I think. They from 90 to 94, 4 years, Apple founded that company, and they made iPhone. They made Palm computers for communication. Mobile, they made mobile in a Windows technology, operation system of Apple. In Windows technology for communication company all together, AT&T, etc. And they finance that project. It was 1994 when they offer first 3,000 mobile like that. It was mobile for technology of switching, central switching technology company. Switching there is no today. There is OIP, internet technology communication company. Closed their central big house with switching technology, and made maybe hotels in that buildings, and after that they are IP internet company. But that 90 to 94, they made mobile for that technology, and they don't see around them web. They don't see web, but they work in a heart of Silicon Valley, and Overstreet, in-house Overstreet, was born and developed the web, was born Netscape, etc. And the new billionaires starting, Yahoo, all other, they don't see that. They work for switching technology. And of course, when his mobile go out, nobody buy it. And they see why. Web is around us. There is no switching technology more.